Hi Gemini, this is your September 8th through the 15th weekly tarot. Thanks for stopping by. This is Mary. I hope your week has gone well. And Gemini's first this time because we drew cards. I have these cards of all the different signs and I just figured I'd draw them and do it a little bit different this week. So we're going to do past, present, and future. And these cards are a little bit different. I don't use them very often, but I'm trying to do better with different decks because I just get kind of comfortable in some things, and the different decks speak a little bit differently too, because they have different energy. So this is past, this is a star, and then we have the devil. And we have the Six of Swords. And then we have the present is the World reversed. And we have the Hermit reversed. And we have the Queen of Pentacles reversed. That's the present. And the future we have the Seven of Cups. We have the Ten of Swords. And the Nine of Wands. Wow. Okay. So we're going to start here with the, with the star. This is about your wishes and your dreams and your hopes, you know? And it's also about divine guidance. So there was a time in the past when you felt like you were being guided and you could see, you know, maybe you saw something really great and you felt like you could make your dreams come true, right? And, maybe things were going really well. And then we have the devil here. So the devil, okay, we have happiness and then boom, the devil. And that's the way it works sometimes. Okay, so you're like all free and like you're so, wow, things are going awesome. Then sneaks in this devil. Do. Hi. Why don't you try this? Or hey. Could be anything from throat chakra, from addiction to alcoholism to narcissism to your ego. You know, your ego, things were going great, your wishes were coming true, and then boom, there comes your ego, or boom, there comes somebody that's narcissistic. There comes a downfall, basically. Something to weaken you. Weaken us. So Six of Swords, so somebody has to leave whatever that was for safety, for better things. This is Six of Swords. That's leaving somewhere else. So it could be a trip, that you went on a trip and something happened, some temptation happened, or somebody went on a trip, somebody you loved and thought the world of, or thought the stars of, went on a trip and something happened. So that could be it too. This is usually overseas trip, by the way. Over water, cross water. Okay, so current, then you have the world reversed. Okay, so world reversed is like the cycle ended. So if you had to leave somebody or somebody left you and it ended, the relationship ended, or if this was a job even or something like that, or in your own life, something had to be left, something had to end. But it did not end well. It ended. But it could be something that's coming back. So if it is addiction, it's something that reoccurs. The cycle goes over and over. Does that make sense? Because it doesn't end. The world, when it's upright, it's ended. That lesson is done. Lesson may not be over. Okay? And then we have the Hermit. And what I'm seeing here is this may be because, again, the lesson isn't learned. It's the Hermit. It's like you have to be able to look at what happened and say, okay, this happened because of this happened, and this is my actions, and this was this. With no accountability, you can't change it. But a lot of people won't look at it, so they don't have to be accountable. You see how that works? So, okay, so then we have the Queen of Pentacles reversed. So this may have left you in a place of where you're financially dependent. You know, you can't if it is addiction or a relationship that ended, you may not have a place to stay, or you may not have the job that you wanted, or, and maybe you don't have your kids. And maybe you haven't been too nurturing because you've been, not in the best way. Or this could be the other party too, Gemini. It could be you, the other party, resonate all or in part. So, it is a general reading. And so, now, the future. This is a card of options. And it's not just like we want to go out with all these people. It's options in life. It's options, but it's also a card of to be careful of the fantasies. It's also all these different things we could do. We could choose, right? But some of these may be addiction. Some of them may be codependent. Some of them may be bad ideas. Some of them may be happiness and emotional fulfillment. But it's up to us to figure out which is which and which is best for us. So the Ten of Swords is, it's the end of the cycle, basically. This way, it's still feeling all that pain. Reverse, it could be trying to get past the pain or trying to release the pain. Either way, it's the end of the cycle. Okay? This is done. Whatever it was is done. But now, the future, though, is that, I'm going to say this is you, Gemini, that, yeah, you're beat up. Yeah, you had some lessons. Yeah, and it was hard, but you're not giving up because you know which ones are yours. You know you can fight your own battles. You know you can get past your own obstacles, right? Because somehow this broke you open. Because when you're not listening, divine, it's not divine guidance, it's like divine tower, The divine will take it down, so you'll learn the lesson, and they'll keep doing it until you learn it. So that's why the cycles repeat, because the lessons are not learned, but at some point they are. At some point they are. Maybe that is when you find yourself in a place where you can't take care of your kids or yourself, Or you wonder how you're going to put food on your table. Maybe it was always like that for you, but maybe it wasn't. Maybe you just say, I want things to be better. I want to have better choices, right? And it's up to me to put the pain behind me. Move forward with what I've learned. You see? Okay. So, let's talk about the devil. Let's find out what that was. Is. Okay. Temperance. It looks like it's addiction or illness. It's also, because when temperance is upright, it's could be some guidance, but it can be, it's a warning to watch your balance because things could get out of balance. And also healing. Temperance is healing. So, reverse is pretty much out of balance. Addiction could be. Okay, and then we have the Nine of Swords reversed. This is negative thinking also, being stuck, not being able to sleep. That could have a lot to do with the addiction. May not allow sleep to come. Okay. Alright, and let's talk about what maybe you had to leave. Or somebody had to leave. Two of Pentacles. They had to leave because they made the wrong choice. Two of Pentacles had to leave. Oh, they had to leave because of, it was a wrong choice, but it was in finances. It's for financial loss based on a choice. Could be having to leave because eviction or, something like that. And then Six of Pentacles. So also leaving to a place where there's more fair, where something's fair, reciprocal. So if this is a partner, that makes a lot of sense too. Having to go somewhere where things are fair. So if your partner had addiction, you loved this person, you wanted them, and then they ended up with the addiction, And they took everything. It took everything, including any kind of fairness. So, okay, so let's look at the world. Let's look at what cycle may have ended here. Or what cycle we're trying to end, okay? The moon, it's the trauma that's causing the behavior, and the lies, and the secrets. The good news is there's love here. Most of all, love in your life, love in your future. And this could be self-love. But one of the biggest ways to heal that is bringing love back. And that doesn't mean bringing this love back, if that's what it was. It's bringing self-love back to make better choices. One more card. Finding people to work with that are worthy of your love, or your time, or your effort, or you're working with on abundance, with working on your own abundance, but worthy people. Let's look at the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Also, it's a work in progress, your life. And you're going to have to start it over, that. I'm sorry. Nine of Swords reversed. So this is somebody else, this Queen of Pentacles. This is you, how it left you. May not get the truth. This is Nine of Swords reversed, no truth. And if you get communication, it may be just to argue. So keep that in mind if somebody's coming back or coming in. Okay. And the Hangman, but there is, I don't know, and then we have this card of introspection and different viewpoint. So I'm not sure if that's theirs or probably you. And we have the Sun reversed. So this is, you may not know all the truth about these. You can introspect, and look at it from your point of view, and maybe having more peace with that is to say, I may not know everything that happened or all the details of the truth, but I know enough. So, illuminating what you can, Sun reversed. But know that the things that you want are still there, because the Sun is the most powerful card in the deck, most optimistic, happiest card, and it's reversed. It's just not here at the moment, okay, in the present, okay. But it is interesting that the happiest card in the deck is the one of illumination, the one of truth, the one of free, the one of accomplishment, the one of victory, right? That's what truth does. It brings happiness. So, let's just look at this group of cards for the future and see if we can get a little bit more information. We have healing the pain, beginning the end of that cycle, wanting to still try, being inspired to try in your life, not to give up, because this is passionate. 9 of Wands is a passionate card. Hey, I'm not giving up. Hey, I know I can get through my stuff, right? So, and about the options too, remembering that you have options. So we have the 9 of Wands, moving forward with passion. Passion in your own life. That's beautiful for the things you want. Whether it's somebody, whether it's a job, whether it's a new career, whatever it is, And then we have the King of Pentacles reversed. So this is a warning about your ex-partner. Here's the Queen of Pentacles, here's the King of Pentacles in reverse. That's a warning. Why? Page of Pentacles. The Empress reversed. Okay. Could be an earth sign. Could be a Taurus. It's a warning. If you're going to move forward to them, well, you already know them, so it doesn't look like a lot of change, though, so you should know that. Let me get a couple cards here just to see if they might surprise us here. Seven of Swords, that's deceit. I'm sorry. Queen of Wands, and then someone else. So someone, now this could be you. They're looking at you like this, but there's nothing really good here. Sorry. There's a page of Pentacles, like a really small offering. But we're not. The king is reversed, and the Empress. Empress reversed. Empress is Taurus anyway, but and then the Queen of Wands is this. A lot of times this is the mistress, but not always. They could be looking at with you with passion and want you back, and maybe there's communication, but there's deception. And the King of Pentacles reverse is about the con, the big con. Not the small con, but the bigger con. Okay, so be careful. Alright, there's your reading for the week. Gemini. Love you guys. You got this. Bye-bye.